Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy start to your week wherever you are. Happy solstice on planet Earth. Feeling bouncy, feeling kind of bouncy today. And I actually have a confession to make, which is that I was feeling really bouncy on Friday. I'm feeling really bouncy today. And there's a reason that I'm feeling so bouncy. Hey, Patty. Which is that, well, it could be because my heart is just so open and expansive. It could be because my soul is so bright and radiant. It could be because I feel so much love from so many people around the world connecting to me right now from all different countries and communities and cities and towns. It could be because of the precious community that I'm a part of here. It just makes me feel so bouncy. It could be because of the smoothie I had this morning with all that vitamins and minerals inside it. It could be because the beauty of nature around me, the vibrancy of the trees, the sunlight, the butterflies and birds and rainbows. I feel so bouncy. It could be because the way the street comes down here around the corner, it's like this little quiet spot, and there's like this kind of foliage around, and it covers around into this other spot that comes up onto the street above, and just makes me feel so bouncy. There's a lot of reasons that I can feel so bouncy, but there's one primary reason that I feel so bouncy that I'm going to share with you right now. Are you ready? I will reveal the secret of why I feel so bouncy. Are you ready for me to reveal this secret? It could be life-changing. It could be earth-shattering. It could be revolutionary. It could be evolutionary. It could be incendiary. It could be a lot of things. Are you ready for me to reveal this most precious secret of why I feel so bouncy? I just feel so bouncy. Are you ready? The reason that I feel so bouncy the reason that I feel so bouncy is because I'm standing on top of a mattress. That's why I felt so bouncy on Friday, and that's why I feel so bouncy today, because I'm standing on top of a mattress. So there's your secret. There is the secret revealed. If you want to feel truly, truly bouncy, stand on top of a mattress and talk to people on Facebook Live, and you'll just feel so bouncy. Okay? All those other things can be part of the reason too. They can be a little, what's it called? Additional aspects. But the reason I feel so bouncy has been revealed to you. And now you know the answer. With that, let's have a brief meditation. Just take a few moments to be present together And it's good to laugh a little bit today, so we can have a laughing meditation. Let's just take a few deep breaths together. Really ground this field of resonant presence together. Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes with fresh, innocent eyes, as if you're seeing life for the first time. Notice if things feel more vibrant, alive, colorful, vital. And hello, and welcome to a deeper now together. Hey Root, hi Danielle, hi Heather, Patty, hello y'all. It's great to be with you. My battery's a little bit low, and I realized I made a theme about punishment. So I'll say a few things about that. Just really quickly, had a great weekend. Patty was there in Winston-Salem. Had a great, really powerful opening in the group. That was exciting for all of us, and feels like we'll be opening deeper to that. So that's once a month in Winston-Salem. We're also working on an event in Raleigh next month, right, Patty? And one-day retreat in the Highlands, 3-day retreat in Georgia with the great musical genius and my brother John Stringer. Also, a lot of other things in store too, but I'll only share them when they're more verified to share. Kismat, what a great name. Kismat Khan, love it. Thank you for being here. So I just feel so bouncy. Yeah, it was awesome. Beginning of more to come, and more to come here too, in the creation of all that is to be created. So quickly, just briefly, and we can expound upon it in coming episodes and offline as well. This exploration of you open and you awaken in your consciousness, this realization dawns of like, what is the point of punishment? And so much of the energy of this society, this culture, and the current planet that we're in is based on punishment. Of course, the whole prison system is based on punishment as it manifests itself, although ideally it's supposed to be based on reform. Child raising, so much of it's based on punishment. The school system, the education system, punishment, the business world, the pretty much every world that is the predominant part of the current paradigm is based on punishment. There's certain rules, there's certain ways of doing things, and you go outside those rules, you're punished. Or, said a different way, you do something that is wrong, you do something that's not for the highest good of all beings, and you're punished. So, said even more simple way, you make me suffer, or you make others suffer, so now we're going to make you suffer as punishment. Hey, little child, my son, my daughter, you made people suffer, so now I'm going to make you suffer as punishment. Human being, adults, you made someone in society suffer, you made other people suffer, so now I'm going to make you suffer as punishment. Right? In school, same thing. You made other people suffer, you hurt people, so now we're going to hurt you back. So what does this really do? What does this really create? If you look at it clearly, it's pretty clear what it creates. If you stand back from this kind of reactive energy, this reactive space, you realize what it creates is a world of hurt and a world of suffering. That's what it creates. This notion of punishment is doing nothing of value for anything anywhere in this world. No one and no place is being of value, it's being valued, is being raised to a higher level, is being awakened to a higher level, is being opened to a higher level of love and inner peace and freedom and empowerment through punishment. Punishment is the perpetuation of suffering, the perpetuation of pain. Do we want to perpetuate suffering? Do we want to perpetuate pain? You want to know the answer? The answer is yes, we do, which is why we're doing it. If we didn't want to be doing it, we wouldn't be doing it. So we're in this cycle of perpetual pain and suffering that we're inflicting upon each other based on this notion of punishment, based on this notion of punishing each other, based on this notion of you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you back. You hurt him or her, so we're going to hurt you now. There's no real conscious intention for evolution. There's no real conscious intention for an expansion to another level of opening, to another deeper level of love and opening to peace and expansion of consciousness and awareness of the essence of the interconnection and the oneness of all things. Suffering, doing harm to others, the root of it is the illusion of separation. And the illusion of separation, there's fear and the wanting, and then we do things that are in disharmony with the whole, right? So when this happens, people are punished, we punish others, but what also happens? What's the other primary level of what happens? And it happens all the time, every day. We punish ourselves. We punish ourselves. So in punishing ourselves, we actually intensify the suffering, we intensify the pain, and we intensify the separation, which brings more punishment. So we're in this world of punishment, of punishing each other, perpetually punishing each other. I'm punishing you, you're punishing me. We're punished together for all these things that have happened in the past, and we're recreating it, and what we call is punishment. And there's this notion that punishment is something that's positive. It's making a positive difference. It's teaching a lesson. But is it really teaching a lesson? That's the question. That's the core question. Is it really teaching a lesson? Because as human beings, as part of this journey, we're on an evolutionary journey, which means we're here to learn lessons, which means from a certain perspective, you could say we're making mistakes, right? We make mistakes. We fall off course. If we notice our brother or sister falling off course, making a mistake, what do we do? If we notice our child, our son, our daughter, making a mistake, and then maybe it's a mistake that hurt people, that harmed people, other people, in the family, for example, what do we do? Instead of punishing and trying to perpetuate the pain and the suffering in a reactive energy, from a conscious, intentional energy, we can open the space to allow the opportunity for them to learn the lesson that's inherent, to evolve and transcend to a higher level of consciousness so the mistake isn't repeated and the lesson is learned. So as we evolve in our consciousness, our relationships will be based on this opening to this other level of understanding together instead of punishment. And in that, once the lesson is learned, and it's clear lesson is learned, then there can be a natural, organic sense of forgiveness and moving forward. And the sense of being on this journey, this evolutionary journey of spiritual growth together. So we're all here to learn and grow, and we are confronted with situations each day that allow us the opportunity to learn and grow and evolve and expand in our consciousness each and every day. So what I see, instead of a prison system, what I see is some kind of what we could call maybe like a love system. That's not the word we would use, but the sense of how to teach the lesson. Yoga Mama, greetings. Right. Well, that's the question, right? That's the skill. That's the talent. That's the teacher. That's the mom. That's the dad. That's the opportunity. And every situation is different, right? Every situation is different, and sometimes we don't know what the lesson is. Right? Sometimes we don't know what we're supposed to learn. We don't know what the opportunity is. So every particular situation, you want to be able to explore, and within yourself. Oh, I made a mistake here. I did something that was not in harmony with what with the whole. I did something that hurt other people. Right? Hi, Chuck. So you realize that. You realize it in yourself. You realize it with someone else. You realize it in a group. And then there's a sense of what's the opportunity? How do I learn? And when someone is doing something that's out of harmony, someone is doing something that's in disharmony, they are already in a sense of suffering and pain. That's why they're doing it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do it. They wouldn't be able to. That wouldn't be happening naturally from a space of wholeness and oneness and organic union and communion. So, in the space of separation, there's this sense of acting out in a way from a place of the root of suffering, from the root of pain, and then creating that and sharing that in the world. So, how do you get this person that's in a place of suffering and pain, that's in a space of low self-esteem, low self-worth, into a space of self-love, inner peace, freedom, empowerment, and feeling on purpose, feeling of value, and feeling a natural sense of wanting to share and be of service to the world? Right? So instead of putting criminals in a prison with a bunch of other criminals, instead of putting someone who's in suffering and pain in a cell, in a separate container with hundreds of other people that are also in suffering and pain, so they can infinitely expand the suffering and pain and feel it more and more deeply together. Why not take this person? Why not take this person, move them into a space where they can be surrounded by loving people, awakened beings, conscious beings, give them flowers every day, read them inspiring poetry every day, give them awakened, enlightening music every day, the filter in their, listen to on their headphones, give them a space of natural, beautiful beauty, give them all this for and really high quality organic food and meals 3 times a day. Give them this life for about a month. Then see what happens. Give them this life for 6 months. See what happens. Give them this life for a year. See what happens. Right? So everything is kind of backwards, right? Instead of taking what the person needs the most, we're depriving them of, and what they need the least, we're giving them more of. And this is the kind of mode we get in where we're in a reactive energy of punishment. These people must be punished, right? But there's no creative energy there. There's no creative energy there. There's no imagination there. There's no sense of something beyond to move to open to expand to, that's present. 46 plus 2 by Tool has taken their take on this, opening the third eye, reprogramming one's mindset. Brilliant. This is actually pretty genius. Hi, beautiful points. Thank you very much, all of you. I like seeing some new faces here. I'm talking a little faster today because I'm just feeling so bouncy and because my battery's low and it's about to die. So I think that's enough for now, but please leave and I have a session actually at 1 o'clock Eastern time here, so I need to leave for that too. But leave your comments, your threads, your comment in the thread, your thread in the comment. Feel bouncy. Do live video feeds on a mattress. Share with people around the world. And let's open to transcending this notion of punishment and moving into energy of creation. What are we called to create? If anything's possible, what are we called to create from this space of union? Share this with our family members, our children, our spouse, our community, our society, and maybe most importantly, starting with ourselves. Have a beautiful day. Thank you to Jenny from Norway for the donation the other day. Please feel free to donate to support giving me the time to keep this going. There's also links there for the books and upcoming events and personal coaching sessions. I love you so much. See ya soon.